everyone. I hope you guys are having a fantastic summer break so far. I know I'm really stressed because school's starting soon, but we don't look at that right now. We look at the present. Summer's really fun. So I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Shravya Naguru, and like Sylvia said, I am one of the interns for Femtruth Youth. And I'm so excited to be here with my fellow interns who will shortly introduce themselves. And I'm also the president of the Doherty Valley High School Femtruth Youth Club chapter, so that's really exciting news. And basically we are here to introduce Femtruth Youth, which is a nonprofit dedicated to educating and empowering girls.
So hi, my name is Divya Gill and I'm the Vice President of Doherty Valley High School's Femtruth Youth Club. So as Shravya mentioned, we are a student-centered organization and we aim to provide workshops, presentations, performances, and fundraisers to create healthy conversations. Our efforts include essential donations to underserved communities to ensure that all girls have the necessary resources to continue their education and eventually become independent.
Yeah, and I guess that leaves off me. I am Akshara Madani and I'm the secretary for our Doherty Valley Femtruth Youth Club. And to summarize what we do, our focus is mainly to raise awareness on important topics such as health, sustainability, wellness, and financial literacy while providing leadership opportunities. And we believe that by educating and empowering girls in these areas, we can help them build a brighter future for themselves and their communities.
Yeah, so basically today we're just really excited to share more about our work with Femtruth Youth. This year has really been an extraordinary journey and we'd like you guys to see some part of that. And we also just wanted to talk about our current green initiatives and how you guys can get involved. And our presentation will just cover our impact and highlight the importance. So our mission is to basically just empower and educate girls on sustainability, health, wellness, and financial literacy.
So our vision. So Femtruth Youth aims to empower girls with the knowledge and resources to become independent and reach their full potential. So we offer important information on making informed and sustainable decisions. Through our Green Kit program, we educate girls on sustainable yet affordable personal products. We also provide donations to underserved communities.
Yeah. So now let's talk a little bit about our approach. In 2024, just recently, we started our first high school club pilot program. Talking a little bit about our goals, we want to educate the communities on sustainable choices, create a youth advisory board, and have leadership development within our chapter.
So here's just some projected impact for this year, 2024-2025. We hope to engage around 10,000 people locally. We also want to broaden outreach efforts through advocacy and just social media account. And we also want to fundraise and start distributing our Green Kits. So here are some of our programs. We have our high school club. We just started off, so we only have one, but we hope to expand to other counties and other schools. We're creating a youth advisory board. So basically we're trying to get a bunch of different high schoolers from different schools and create this board so we can kind of get insight from them and see what they think about what we're doing and how we can progress further. And we're also going to hold workshops, have presentations like this one, have performances, and have fundraisers including our pop-up shop, which we will get into soon, and have a Green Kit program.
Okay, so now getting into the Green Kit program. So Femtruth Youth aims to provide girls with both discussion and choices for sustainable and budget-friendly personal products. And we plan on doing this through carefully selected items in our Green Kits, and we'll be getting more into all the different items of our Green Kits and the significance of each one, and we'll also have a Green Kit out here for you guys to look at after our presentation. So the Green Kit program donates these essentials to at-risk girls to support their continued academic success and to ensure that they can continue going to school and become independent.
Quickly, I just wanted to add something like a statistic. I think it was around 20% of women can't go to school or go to where they're supposed to because they don't have the proper period products, which is why we think our Green Kit program is especially significant.
Yeah, so now I'll talk a little bit more about what is inside of our Green Kit. We'll show you each of the things a little bit later when we describe what each of the products are, but we have our canvas tote, and then we have Sylvia's book, which Richard was mentioning, and then we have a brochure which contains like all the statistics of what's inside and what each product is and how you can use it. And then we have washing bags, we have eco-friendly detergent, a hot water bottle and a cover, and then we also have lots of sustainable period products.
So we're gonna talk about the canvas tote now. A canvas tote might not seem like, oh, this is probably not like, just packaging, but really it's way more than that. A canvas tote actually replaces 700 plastic bags. I don't even think I've seen 700 plastic bags at one place at the same time. So I just think that's really impactful. And globally, 1 trillion plastic bags are used every year, but they only have an average lifespan of 12 minutes. That's not even like how long I do my homework for every day. Like 12 minutes is like a quick shower and that's it. And that's insane to me. And not even that, over 100,000 marine animals and 1 million seabirds die annually just because of plastic pollution, which is also really insane to me. And by reducing plastic usage, canvas totes can essentially help us save these animals as well. So to summarize everything I just said, reusable bags just help minimize plastic production, conserve resources, reduce the carbon footprint, and also help protect our sea animals.
Okay, so now that we're going into these washing bags that we have in our canvas tote. So these washing bags, essentially what they do is they store unwashed items until water or other cleaning items are accessible. And what this does, it extends the lifespan of this reusable item by keeping it clean and safe during the periods between washing cycles. And what this ends up doing is it decreases the waste by avoiding the use of single usage alternatives by keeping these more reusable ones safe. Essentially, what this ends up doing is it decreases the negative environmental impact that these can have.
Yeah. Next, I'm going to talk a little bit about these eco-friendly detergents, but I'm sure you guys must be wondering why this specific detergent. Firstly, it's cost effective, it's non-toxic, and it's free of any fragrances and chemicals. And secondly, budget-wise, you can use this for 60 cycles of laundry, and I think that's a lot, so yeah.
So, sustainable period products to support girls' health / menstruation. So for developing girls, choosing products with natural or non-toxic ingredients just reduces the risk of adverse health effects and high absorption in the sensitive area of the body due to one single-use product such as pads and tampons. So the products in our bag that some products menstrual products specifically in our bag are sustainable underwear, which are period panties, cloth pads, and menstrual cups.
And essentially all of these items, they're reusable. So this prevents the usage of single-use items such as pads that are single-use and tampons that are single-use, because those can be very harmful for the environment.
Yeah, so now let's talk a little bit about the health benefits of sustainable period products. So it minimizes chemical exposure to harmful chemicals that are found in disposable products, and disposable products specifically, they contain up to 700 ppm of dioxin, which is a toxic byproduct of bleaching.
So now we're going to kind of go a little bit more specific about the health dangers of disposable menstrual products, specifically dioxin exposure. Dioxin exposure is usually formed during the bleaching process of the paper pulp in pads and tampons, and this is also present in some of the synthetic fibers used in the products, single-use products like pads and tampons. And some health risks are hormone disruption. So this is basically mimicking hormones like estrogen, which affects reproductive health, menstrual cycles, and fertility. Those are 3 huge things we cannot ignore. And another thing is cancer risk, classified as carcinogens, hopefully I said that correct, linked to breast cancer and just other cancers in general.
So there are some period products that can also affect the immune system. So they can severely weaken the immune system, and this is really, really scary because if our immune system is weakened, something as simple as a mild cold can be detrimental to us and our health. Additionally, chemicals found in cotton farmings, such as glyphosate and pesticides, they have been known to cause endocrine disruption and reproductive health issues. So if this kind of tampered cotton is used in these tampons or pads, it can be extremely dangerous to someone who's using it. Additionally, a lot of fragrances and dyes have been found to be used in a lot of actually feminine products, not just menstrual products. and these can cause allergic reactions and skin irritation as well.
Yeah, so now talking about the benefits of using reusable menstrual products versus non-reusable menstrual products. Firstly, it reduces the amount of waste significantly. Did you guys know that one person uses about 11,000 to 16,000 period products totally in their lifetime? Yeah, that's a lot. So. And then secondly, it also causes a pollution on plastic. Disposable products contain about 90% plastic, which is...
Additionally, a lot of them don't have a lot of like endocrine disrupting chemicals, which can prevent hormone imbalances, and there's also the reduced risk of cancer. Okay, so as for the environmental impact, these reusable products, they can lead to waste reduction because of course they're reusable, you can use them a lot more. You don't have to go out and buy new ones, and also these like single-use products have a lot of like wrappers. And we've also, us interns, we've done like a project where we discovered that a lot of like the wrappers from like tampons, for example, they are very hard to degrade and they can actually pollute the environment a lot. It also reduces plastic pollution, as Akshara mentioned, and because of like the long-term impact of single-use pads, it's a lot better to use reusable pads.
Yeah, and like again, pads take 500 to 800 years to decompose. I feel like that's like multiple generations. So doing this is like not just thinking about yourself, it's also thinking about like future generations as well. So sustainable alternatives, why should you choose those? If we didn't convince you already, this is kind of just like the final thing. Number one, like resource conservation. Menstrual cups, again, they are much more effective than pads because they last up to 10 years. So that's like a really long time. And cloth pads and period panties also last a few years. Environmental footprint also includes reusable products save up to 7,000 to 10,000 disposable items per person, not per family, but per person. So if you're a woman, you're saving 7,000 to 10,000 disposable items if you go sustainable. And it also reduces the need for continuous production because you don't need as many products.
So now we're going to get into cost saving and sustainable alternatives. So of course, a lot of us, we value our time and we value our money. And this is one way that using sustainable alternatives can actually benefit you financially. So paying for cloth pads, while they aren't initially like $50 to $100 like when you get them in packs, they can actually be really worth that investment because they last several years. So for instance, if you bought like a pack of period panties for about $50 and it lasts like 10 years, on average that's $5 per year, which is significantly a lot less than what the average person spends on their menstrual products every year. Additionally, for a menstrual cup usually costs between $20 to $40 up front, but if you take care of it well, it can last 10 years. So on average, it would cost $2 to $4 per year, which is insane when you think about how much like an average woman would spend on menstrual products, like if it was single-use pads or single-use tampons.
Yeah, so you must be wondering now why specifically our green tips and not anyone else's products. The two things that I would say is they're budget and environmentally friendly, and they don't use any like toxic chemicals in any of the products. So those would be the two things.
Yeah, like I think one thing why Femtruth Youth is just so special is because we focus on sustainability and educating and empowering women at the same time. Because I don't see like any people talking about sustainable period products, and even if they do, they don't distribute them in kits to pass around to women, and I think that's a really significant impact that we're making.
FTY is also launching its pop-up shop where you'll be able to find a curated selection of various products, as you can see here on the slides, and many of these will be available at our live events. And there will be an essential avenue through which we will fund our future endeavors, and while we still support small businesses whose missions align with our own. These different pop-up shops will be available live, and if any organizations are interested in adding their products to our pop-up shop, we would be very much interested in partnering with them, and their products would then be available to purchase through us.
And
Yeah.
they don't have to be like an official business. I actually collaborated with my friends to create these crochet items. I think we have a few right now, so we can show. But they're just students who are just trying to help a cause, and they're crocheting and they're creating like beaded stuff. So anyone who wants to get involved really can do anything. Like if you guys have any free time and you like crocheting, or you have a friend who likes to crochet, this is a really good way to sell them and kind of support a good cause. I'm wearing the necklaces over there right now. I think this one's like kind of falling off, but it's okay. And we also have the crochet turtles. Do you guys want to show me? This is like a pouch, so it's like really convenient, and you can attach it to a bag. So we attached it to our canvas tote bag, but I'll just pass these around.
Yeah, so as Shravya mentioned, we're partnering with small businesses as well as, we'll have to be an actual business to do it. All the products that we have on here, they're from Coach Yarn, which is what Shravya mentioned that she collaborated with friends with. So those phone charms up there, as well as those 2 crochet items, were made by them, and it's an Asian woman-owned, student-run small business. This is the heart one and the star one, and the ones that we're wearing. As well as that pink bracelet, that's from a small business known as Lonely Board, and they have like a very similar interest as us. And then the candle and this handcrafted soap is from Stone Lumber, and they're basically small business that emphasizes using limited and simple and eco-friendly ingredients for all of their household items, essentially.
So we just wanted to get our ask. We wanted to ask you guys to be more involved, and these are just some ways you guys can do so. So number 1, just recommendations and consideration for Rotary-sponsored events. That would really help us a lot, such as the annual Empowering Girls Conference in Antioch and Oakley. If Femtruth Youth was able to participate in it, we would make a lot of impact, and we just really would be excited to meet a bunch of girls and kind of just, tell them everything we just told you. And also just exploring opportunities to potentially maybe expand it to this Rotary Club. Like, why go all the way to Antioch and Oakley when we can host it right here in San Ramon?
Additionally, we want to facilitate introductions to communities, organizations, to bring our workshops, performances, presentations, and pop-up shops to meet our audience and expand our reach.
Yeah, last but not least, we want your fundraising support. So we hope that you liked our presentation and that you would consider including us in your grants program to help us continue with our mission and goals.
And again, or like just, maybe like recommend us, like the pop-up shop, like we're happy to go anywhere and like sell products. Or if you want to get involved in the pop-up shop yourself, like if you know some really talented people who like to sell their stuff, this is a really good way to get involved. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.